Ah, shit.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the long-awaited return of North Lake Survivors. I'm Jonathan.
Zelda.
Alright, so how have you been, sir?
Good. How have you been?
Been good.
It's been a while
It
since
has.
we've done this podcast.
Since we've done the podcast. We just saw each other the other day for bowling.
I know. I need to get better at bowling.
You have to. I wish we recorded it.
I know.
So we went bowling. McKendra and Rayvon, my friends McKendra and Rayvon, Ashley and her boyfriend Billy, and then Zelda and her fiance Nino. All went bowling. And everyone, various skill levels, but Zelda would take the ball and then just kind of throw it. And the ball never went faster than, 7 miles an hour down the lane?
I think 7 was my fastest.
I think 7.5 was the fastest, and we were all like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Threw the ball. Half the time I was like, is that ball even going to make it down the lane? Or is it just going to stop somewhere?
Oh my god. I know, I'll get lucky a couple times and I'll get strike. And I'm like, oh my god, how did that happen?
I was impressed.
Like,
I was just
wow.
like, yes. And then me and Nino kept telling you how to throw the ball, and you would never do it.
It's like pendulum. I'm like, okay, drop.
It's your thumb. Your thumb, your follow through. You never did it.
Oh man, I gotta remember that, the thumb. Okay.
But you would always do that, and then Ashley would always go on the other side and then come around. And it's like, why are you making that extra trip? Just go straight. Oh.
But it was fun.
It was fun. I won 2 of the 3 rounds.
I was always in last place, but I almost beat Nino. He was always bad, and I was always good. Yes, we did neck to neck. What was it?
He was bad, you were good, but he always beat you.
That was good.
I love how that works. Oh, Billy beat me the second game.
Yeah, Billy was really good.
Yeah, that's his boy. He was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third game when McKenna and Rayvon showed up, I thought Rayvon was gonna be neck and neck with me, and then he was like, "Oh, we're tied," so I got a strike, and then he never came near me again.
I know.
That was fun. I love bowling.
Yeah, McKendra was really good too.
She was great.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, next time I'll be better at bowling. Just gotta practice.
I sent Rayvon this video of this person takes a ball and then he spins it on the ground and then pushes it just like you did, and then he waits 5 seconds and then gets another ball, rolls it real fast, knocks down 9 of the pins.
Oh my god.
The thing lowers, comes back up, and as soon as it comes back up, that ball that he originally threw knocked down that last pin. And Rayvon's response was, "That's you and Zelda. Zelda can throw the first ball, you throw the second ball."
Oh
Because
my
remember,
God.
like the second game, I didn't get any strikes or spares. I just kept getting 9.
Yeah.
Like every round was 9, 9, 9. And I was like, oh my god, like knock down the last pin.
Oh my god.
I felt like that little skate where someone screws the pin into the ground so you can't knock it over. Because I could never get that last pin that whole second round.
It was like it was glued to the floor.
It was
a magnet.
infuriating.
Something.
But it was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was a very fun night.
Good times.
We need to go bowling more often.
Yeah, we do.
So what else have
Yeah.
you been up to?
Work, movies.
What movies have you seen?
Which one did we? We've been watching a lot of movies lately.
At home or in theaters?
In theaters. Which one was the last one? I can't remember if it was John Wick. That was
John
the
Wick
last
4. That was a
movie
while
that we
ago.
saw.
This week I saw Pope Exorcist today, and then yesterday I saw... What did I see yesterday? Oh, Renfield.
Yeah.
That was great. That was
I'm gonna go
funny.
see Renfield tomorrow, and we're seeing Pope's Exorcist tonight.
They're both really good.
Yeah, excited.
Very different movies, but both really good.
What other movie did you see last? Was there a movie
last
you saw?
week I saw Super Mario Brothers and Air,
Okay, so
and they were both great.
I'm gonna see Super Mario's because you can only have a certain movie.
3 a week.
3 a week. I already have 3, so I have to wait for.
It starts over Friday.
Yeah,
Every Friday is
until
one.
I can get Super Mario. Yeah.
What 3 are you watching this week?
Well, I have 3 booked already because we already booked. I think it was Guardians.
Or Evil Dead?
No, it was Guardians.
Oh,
That
Guardians.
we already booked because I think he was afraid the seats were gonna get taken.
I always book a week out and never have problems. But I go during the day.
Okay. Yeah, we go at night.
My work schedule right now is 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.
So that's a good idea.
So
Yeah, I guess during the day you have no problems.
Yeah, so I go the first showing of the day. That's why I went to like 11 o'clock to go watch Pope Exorcist this morning.
Yeah.
And there was like 3 other people in there. Although there was one person on my row and it annoyed me because my phone went off and I was trying to silence it and it slipped out and fell in between the seat and I couldn't reach it.
Oh, no.
So the whole movie I was just like, remember, the whole time I was watching the movie, which was really good, I kept telling myself, don't forget your phone is underneath the chair. Don't forget your phone is underneath the chair.
Did you forget it?
No, luckily I remembered and I had to like use my iPod flashlight to find it and then like it somehow got leveled underneath the foot of the chair, so I had to lift the chair up to pull it out.
Jeez.
But yeah, so the whole back half of the movie, I was trying to remember, your phone's under the chair. Don't forget your phone, it's under the chair. But Air's really good too.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
The Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't seen Super Mario Brothers.
I know, I'm gonna see it. Yeah.
I was shocked that you guys didn't go last weekend to watch that.
I think he wanted to wait till
Wasn't as crowded?
it wasn't as crowded. Yeah.
Because I figured you'd be there like day one.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch. I want them to make a Zelda movie. Oh my god.
That would be
so
awesome.
Cool. No,
Didn't I get you the Zelda cartoon? Did you ever watch that?
Not because it's a blue.
I think it's a DVD.
So I have to watch it on my laptop, but I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think that's my DVDs. My laptop's the only thing that has a DVD player.
DVD player.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because you guys use Switches, right? So you don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch it on my laptop.
I brought my PS3 out here that I don't use anymore, so I can watch my DVDs and Blu-rays on the TV in the living room.
Nice.
So then before that was John Wick then?
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought John Wick 4 was really great.
I thought it was great. It was pretty good.
Alright, so spoilers for John Wick 4. What did you think of the ending?
The ending, it was cool.
It was unnecessary.
Like the part where, are we spoiling?
Yeah, spoilers.
Like
if you haven't seen John Wick 4 yet, turn off. But
the part where he
died.
Okay.
There's no point to that.
I thought you meant the before part where
No.
Everything
up till that point, I loved.
Yeah. The part where he dies, I thought that was stupid because
what?
The first movie he literally fell out of the building, got shot, fell off the 5th floor. Yeah. And he was still alive.
Well, that's the Incredible Hulk from that TV show. Mm-hmm. There's literally an episode in the movies on the TV show where he falls out of a helicopter, turns into the Hulk, and survives. Mm-hmm. And then in the movie called The Death of the Incredible Hulk, I don't know if you know what happens in that movie. They didn't bear the lead in that movie at all. They titled the movie The Death of the Incredible Hulk. Oh my god. That's not a horrible name for a movie because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, unless they're just trying to fool you.
No, he dies. But then, he's the Hulk falling out of a helicopter and then turns to Bruce Banner and dies. And it's like, you've already done that on the show.
So I guess there's not going to be a John Wick 5.
Well.
Since he's dead. Oh, unless he doesn't have any kin, though.
No, but apparently they're talking about a John Wick 5.
Then how are you going to have a John Wick 5 without John Wick? Unless he comes back from the dead.
Or he didn't really die and they faked his death.
Unless he's a zombie. Oh. John Wick. Unless they turn the movie.
Zombie Wick. But they're doing the...
but they buried him, so he's dead.
But what was the point of killing him?
There's no point. And it was stupid, because he literally got shot. But I guess it does make sense, because throughout the other movies, he's wearing a bulletproof vest.
Well, his whole jacket is bulletproof.
Yeah, and then this part, the duel, he took off his bulletproof vest, so...
Yeah, but you have him win. Okay, then let him win. Or if she's going to die, let him take down the council. He didn't even take down the council. All these movies, they keep talking about the table. And then he doesn't even fight the table.
Oh, so the John Wick 4 would probably be the vengeance between the daughter.
Well, because that's the post-credit scene, was her about to kill the blind guy. The blind guy was cool. Apparently he might get a movie.
Yeah, the blind guy was cool, except that he killed her dad. The girl's dad.
Yeah, I did like her dad too.
I liked him, yeah, but I guess he had to do it, even though I didn't think he had to do it, but I guess...
I mean, they basically said, we'll kill your daughter if you don't do it.
He was doing it to protect his daughter.
Yeah, so he kind of had to.
I see why he had to do it, yeah.
But they're going to make a prequel series called The Continental, about the New York Continental back in the 70s.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
And then there's a movie called, I think, The Ballerina or something, about the girl from, was it John Wick 2 or 3?
The ballerina. Do I remember her?
I don't. She's in one of the John Wick movies.
So I know they were playing. I know they were dancing ballet.
Yeah,
so I do remember a ballerina.
They're spinning out the John Wick universe.
It was very random. Wasn't
very
that
random,
part really
yeah.
very random when they would just play ballet and they would be dancing and I'm like, this is random.
What I found weird is I forget Lance. What was the black guy's real name? Lance.
Ooh.
So he dies in real life, and then he dies in the movie.
I know, that was so sad.
Yeah, and I was just like,
yeah, he dies in real life, and then, but I guess that was like he died.
Well, they clearly did the movie
it's probably,
first.
Yeah, it was probably before, like they finished filming, and then he died afterwards.
But I do love that.
Yeah.
Most movies put the in memory thing at the end. I like that they put his in the front. That's the first thing you see.
I don't remember that, but that's cool.
It said, I think it was like something with an R. Is it Lance Riddick or something like that? Like they put his name in the beginning of the movie. I like that.
Okay.
I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
He seems so young too.
He
like,
did. Do you know how he died?
40s or 50s? The coroner said heart disease, and then his family said they don't believe it.
Oh.
They said that he lived a very healthy lifestyle, but heart disease could also be hereditary, so it doesn't necessarily mean he was unhealthy.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, you could be very like...
Because there are athletes who die from heart disease.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you work out too... It's really scary, too. Like, you could be so healthy, and like you'll be playing sports, and you could just, like, get a... What you call it?
A heart attack? Or a stroke?
I guess if you work out too hard, and, like... Some athletes, they end up getting a heart attack.
That's insane. So you can't be, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be
like
unhealthy.
If you're too,
can't be too healthy.
If you're doing it like too much excursion or whatever,
and yet,
you're working your heart too.
And yet, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone doing just fine.
Yeah.
So if you work out a lot and do steroids,
you have to be very unlucky too. And then there was a football player who got hit in the chest, but
it caused a heart attack, right?
Mm-hmm. His heart went out of rhythm. It was like
That's why I never play sports.
V-tach. So they had to shock him back into the
football scene. I've never
so
really
that's dangerous.
I've never really been into football. Like it's not my sport, but it seems like the worst sport to play.
It feels very dangerous. That in boxing, because you're getting hit in the head. You know how much brain damage over time.
Football players have a lot of brain damage.
Yeah.
Is it CTR or CRT or something, like some brain disorder that most football players have.
Yeah, I guess they get a lot of concussions.
And I'm just like...
And over time, that has to mess with your brain.
This is why basketball is the only good sport. And hockey. Well, hockey's a lot of concussions too, but hockey's fun.
Basketball is very safe because you don't really tackle in basketball.
At most, you get knocked to the ground.
Soccer, you don't really tackle in soccer either.
Soccer and basketball, you're just running back and forth, and occasionally you get knocked out.
Mm-hmm. So those are very safe sports.
And they're funner.
I know. Basketball and soccer are like probably my favorite sports.
Every time I watch football, I get bored.
Me too. I never know what's going on. I just watch for the halftime shows when they're playing Super Bowl.
Oh, like the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to play Madden, like on the PS4. It's fun, but watching football bores me.
Because I'm just like, no.
Whereas I just signed up for NBA, it was the NBA, whatever the app is.
You told me when you saw the games from like, what, the 70s?
Yeah, I've been watching old Laker games, and I'm like, this is awesome. But then I've also been watching the modern Laker games, and I'm just like, oh.
So it's just a bunch of people that we don't know from like back in the 70s.
No, Zelda. They don't have all the games. They only have special games. So, like the game that I started last night and then I got tired and I was like, I'll finish it today. It was Akeem Al-Jabbar and Magic Johnson playing for their first championship.
So Akeem what's his
Al-Jabbar, like he's one of the greatest.
I only know him
because he's a writer. He was on the Big Bang Theory.
No, I only.
He was on the Big Bang Theory though.
Yeah, but I only know him because there was a doctor who I worked with. His name was Dr. What's his name?
Akeem Al-Jabbar.
Yes! And then someone was like, you're the same name as that basketball player. And I was like, who's that? I didn't know who that basketball player was.
One of the greatest of all time.
I was like, now I know.
But he was on the Big Bang Theory. The episode with William Shatner. He was on there because he's also a writer.
I remember.
They
were all playing the game together.
Yes.
There were like so many other celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah,
so that's
I remember
it.
that.
But they didn't really talk about him as a basketball player. They're talking about him as a writer because that's what he does now is he writes.
Yeah, I thought that episode was so fun.
Yeah.
Like everyone was.
They're making another spinoff.
Big
Bang Theory, yeah.
That's my favorite.
I'm like 2.5 seasons behind on Young Sheldon.
I haven't watched Young Sheldon.
I lost interest.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a couple episodes and I couldn't really get into it.
I mean, it's good, but I couldn't keep up with it.
Old Sheldon is better.
He's the reason the show ended.
Old Sheldon?
Yeah, he didn't want to come back.
Oh.
And so when he said he wasn't coming back, they were like, all right, well, the show's done.
Yeah, you can't have Big Bang without Sheldon.
Yeah, that 70s show went on without Eric and Kelso.
Didn't Eric...
Roseanne is on The Connors is on season 6 without Roseanne.
How do you have a show without Roseanne? Isn't it called Roseanne?
Well, now it's called The Connors.
Wow.
They, she said some racist shit on...
I remember that, yeah.
It's good that she's not on the show anymore.
It's good that she's not on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, plenty of shows have gone on without the original. Degrassi changes their cast every 2 years.
Drake better be on Degrassi.
Oh, the new HBO show? Drake won't be on it.
Why not? That's
For
the
what?
only reason you gotta watch Degrassi is because of Drake.
Jimmy Brooks was the worst character. Hold on, did you ever watch Degrassi?
No, I just like Drake. Last name ever, first name greatest.
Okay.
Come on, you
Okay.
gotta love Drake.
The first time I heard Drake rap, literally was our friend Josh going, "You know Jimmy Brooks raps?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that episode." No, he legitimately raps. And then he played me a song. I was like, "Oh, he's pretty good." And then it was like a year later, all of a sudden he's like the most famous rapper ever. But he was Jimmy Brooks first, and Jimmy Brooks is.
He's not okay. I gotta watch Degrassi then, so I can form my own opinion.
So Degrassi, The Next Generation. Mm-hmm. One of the main characters is Jimmy Brooks,
aka Drake.
And this kid is rich. His parents are both lawyers, so he has money.
Also Drake.
Well,
I don't know if his parents are both lawyers.
He's the best basketball player there.
Also Drake.
He's great at playing the bass because he's in a
also like Drake.
Yeah, he's in a band and he's really good at it. And then he gets shot and paralyzed.
Yeah, Drake was never shot and paralyzed.
So then he starts a graphic design company and he starts making graphic t-shirts and selling that, and he's great at that.
Okay.
Then he becomes a great rapper on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then he starts teaching basketball, and while in the wheelchair is still better than every other basketball player. He literally beats other players while he's in the wheelchair and they're actually dribbling.
What's the hate on him?
Because you ever heard the term Mary Sue? Like a character who's just so good at everything for no reason?
But that gives the person in the wheelchair motivation to go play basketball.
If that was the only thing, if it was just basketball, he's a basketball prodigy, okay. He's the best artist. He's great at a band. He's a great rapper. He wasn't Drake then. He then also gets a full ride scholarship to become a lawyer. His parents are rich. They could have paid for it. He took that scholarship from someone else.
He wanted to do it himself.
And then also, his best friend Spitter, who's poor and has nothing, he's constantly criticizing him for being poor and having nothing.
Okay, that's just rude.
Jimmy Brooks is the most annoying character. And he complains constantly. This guy has everything and complains constantly. Drake, I love Drake. Jimmy Brooks is annoying as hell.
Alright, I'll watch Degrassi and I'll see how annoying he is.
What's the worst characters? Oh my god, and his on-again, off-again relationship with Ashley is just insane. She's another character who's annoying as hell. When he becomes a rapper, he writes lyrics, and then she steals them, performs them, and then gets a record deal, and he forgives her. He's like, what?
What? That's horrible.
She got a deal off of your work, and you're like, it's alright. Oh, and then also, when he got paralyzed, they told him he would never be able to walk again. When he comes back at a later season, he's like, oh yeah, I got surgery, I can walk again. He's like, this guy has everything.
Magical surgery, okay.
This guy has everything. Jimmy Brooks is the Mary Sue character in all of television.
Wow.
There's just nothing he wasn't good at. Except for relationships. He sucked at relationships.
Well, there you go. There's something he was bad at.
None of his relationships were good. Ashley was horrible. Ellie, I don't think ever really liked him back. Then he dated that one girl. She liked him, but I don't think he really liked her like that. I think he was just like, oh, I'm in a relationship. Like that's cool. Huh. You've never seen Degrassi?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I think maybe one episode a long time ago, because I saw Drake was in it, but I didn't really like watch it. But I need to watch it. Where do you watch it?
I think it's all. I don't know where you can watch Junior High and High, the 80s version of Degrassi, which you need to watch. It's important.
Okay, if it's important.
But then I think Next Generation is on HBO. I think Next Class is on Netflix. And then the new Degrassi show is going to be on HBO.
Cool. I do need some more shows to watch.
Yeah. Well, this is plenty. So there's 3 seasons of Degrassi Junior High.
Yeah.
2 seasons of Degrassi High. Then there's a movie called Degrassi School's Out. Then there's 15 seasons of Degrassi... 15 or 16? I think it's 15 seasons of Degrassi Next Generation. Well, you know what really pissed me off? They stopped making DVDs. Where's my glasses so I can see?
They stopped making DVDs.
So season 12. I have season 12. 13, 14, and 15 never came out on DVD.
Oh. I think it's because most people don't have DVD players anymore.
Well, apparently, from what the creator of the show said, is they were making season 13 on DVD, and then the company that they were making it with went out of business, and so the rights to make the DVDs got kind of lost, and so they just never went back and tried to fix it. And then after Degrassi Next Generation ends, there's another show called Degrassi: The Next Class, which has 4 or 5 seasons, and then just ends. There's no
how long
ending.
Are these shows?
What do you mean?
Like each episode?
It's a half hour.
Okay, it's not bad. Because it was like 15 seasons is a lot.
25 seasons.
Yeah, 25 seasons is
and a movie. 25 seasons and a movie.
Yeah. But I guess if it's only a half hour, then it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's worth it. You gotta deal with these teams. It's how, since I didn't go to high school, it's my high school experience.
Your high school experience. You get to live through the drama.
Vicariously through all things. And it's great, because Degrassi Next Generation did what most shows fail to do. They had the perfect method for getting in new characters. So you start off with these characters. Because Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High, it's all the same cast. From Degrassi Junior High to the end of High.
To high school.
All the same cast. Okay. And Degrassi, the next class is all the same cast too. It's the last cast from Degrassi Next Generation. Okay. And it's just like the rest of their story. But then it just ends. There's no real ending. Like they were supposed to get a next season and then it just never came back.
Is it going to be like Degrassi College?
Oh, they tried that. So we'll get to that in a moment. Because they did try that.
Yeah.
But it's just the same because Degrassi Next Class never got canceled. They just stopped making new episodes. Okay. So they don't have an ending to their story. So we don't know what happened to these kids. I'm hoping the new Degrassi show on HBO Max answers some of that.
Yeah.
But what Degrassi, the Next Generation, would do is, so they went from junior high, Degrassi Next Generation started in junior high, and then went through high school. And then a bunch of kids got put back, like Jimmy Brooks and all that got put back.
Jimmy Brooks got put back?
He got shot.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You miss a lot of school when you get shot.
He could do anything, means he could finish school while he's in the hospital.
Alright, maybe not everything. Yeah. He did get shot in the spine.
Damn.
In a school shooting before it became everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So then the original cast went to college. And so they dealt with the college kids and the high school kids. And then the next season, the college kids just disappeared. Drake was pissed. Drake talked a lot of shit about how he's like, they just fired me. And it's like, you just signed $1 million contract with Young Money. You're not hurting. Why are you complaining about getting fired? All your castmates don't have another job. You're rich.
I think Drake should go back to Degrassi.
Well, I love that video he did. Did you watch the music video he did? It's like a Degrassi reunion.
I didn't watch watch it.
Oh, it's so great. He did a Degrassi reunion.
Oh,
like a music video, and he got everyone from Degrassi from his years on it. He got Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes on it because they were on a couple episodes of Degrassi.
Oh, man, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's really good.
Okay.
But what they would do is, as the kids became seniors, they introduced new freshmen. Or no, when the kids became juniors, they introduced new freshmen. And so the main story was on the juniors, and you would get a couple episodes here and there with the freshmen.
Yeah.
And you're watching, like, I don't give a fuck about these freshmen. They don't mean shit. And then the main characters become seniors, and the freshmen become sophomores, and they get more screen time. And you're with the seniors, but then you're getting more time here, and you're like, I kind of like these sophomores. Okay. They're growing on me. Yeah. And then they're juniors, and we get new freshmen. You're like, what the fuck are these freshmen? I like the juniors. Like they introduce you to this character slowly and build it up so that you grow attached to them every time they weed them off the show.
Because, in real high school life, nobody really cared about freshmen. They were like, they were fish. They're called fish. They were like the newbies, and everyone's like, oh, you're a newbie. They were always made fun of, the fish.
I was only ever a freshman in high school.
Oh, you stopped after a fish?
Yeah, and my school only had freshmen and sophomores.
That's weird.
Yeah, they in Plano they split the high schools in half.
It up? That's weird.
Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah, it was weird.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't like high school. High school was overrated.
Yeah, high school sucks. It's the worst.
That's why I experienced high school through Degrassi, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Roswell.
High school, everybody's like getting bullied. It's the worst experience.
Oh my god. Well, my high school was just too white.
Oh yeah.
With the Plano.
Mine wasn't too bad, but I mean it was.
We went to Irving, right?
Yeah.
I started watching again the show called Radio Free Roscoe. It's what I've been watching at night. But it's like it's watching it on YouTube because it's the only place that has it. The quality is so bad. It's like 360. But this show, like, it's what I watched. It's what got me into Degrassi because I was watching that, and then it was like, oh, Radio Free Roscoe won't be on tonight because we're having a special Degrassi marathon. And I was like, ugh. But I was like 13 at the time, and then Manny came on. I was like, oh, she's pretty. I was like, all right, let me watch it for her. And then I got hooked, and I was like, okay. And then I became obsessed with it.
It just takes one character. Just one character to get you hooked.
But Radio Free Roscoe is about these 4 friends who start their own radio station illegally, and then just talk shit about their school. It's so great. Like, so I've been rewatching that. I just finished the first season. I'm like, man, I miss this show. I looked for it on DVD. They have not put it out on DVD.
Oh, okay.
They have a greatest hits from season 1, which is like 4 episodes, and it's like 4 episodes of 4 seasons. That's insane. Canadian shows get no love.
Yeah.
Because Degrassi's Canadian.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Canadian shows.
Yeah, because you hate Canadians.
I like Canadians.
Then why don't you watch Degrassi?
I'm gonna watch Degrassi. I just never watched it before.
You got to start with junior high.
Okay, I'll start. There's no elementary?
There is a show. I've never seen the show, but there's one season of a show called Kids on Degrassi Street.
It's okay. I don't want to watch kids. I'll just watch junior high.
Well, they don't have anything, but like none of those characters ever come back. Like it's its own separate thing. In fact, Caitlin Ryan, who's on junior high and high and Next Generation, was on it playing a different character. So it doesn't really have anything to do with it. That's why I've never seen it. But watch Degrassi Junior High, Degrassi High, Next Generation.
Relive high school experience.
Yeah, and junior high experience.
Yeah, I like junior high better. Well, actually, I liked both. I went to really good junior high and high school.
I went to
Do
junior high.
you keep in touch with anyone from high school?
My 4 or 5 months in high school? No.
Yeah.
I have friends from middle school on Facebook I talk to every once in a while.
I guess it's
But I grew up with it, too. I also went to elementary school with them.
Yeah. I guess because you weren't here in Texas for long.
I moved here my freshman year of high school.
Yeah. So
and then was only there for a few months before I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. Because a lot of my friends, I went to a different middle school after I went to elementary. Like, I didn't keep in touch with anyone from elementary because I went to a different middle school that was a little it was still at Irving, but it was on the other side of Irving. So I kept in touch with most of the people I went to middle school with, followed me into high school. So I have a bunch of people like on Facebook from high school. So it was pretty cool.
My high school was named after the McDonald's guy, Ray Kroc.
What's the McDonald's guy name?
Ray A. Kroc.
Ray A. Kroc? I didn't...
Went to a middle school named after the McDonald's
I didn't know that was the McDonald's. Is that really who McDonald's' name?
That's the guy who essentially, if I remember the story correctly, stole McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers.
Oh.
There's a whole movie about it. The Founder. Watch The Founder.
Okay.
Michael Keaton plays Ray A. Kroc.
Is it funny?
It's more like, what the fuck?
Is it talk about McDonald's and like the food?
So these two guys started a small little fast food restaurant by themselves, and this guy Ray Kroc, he's like a door-to-door salesman, and he's like, these burgers are good, you make them fast, and so he got into a partnership with them. They were the main partner, he was the little partner, and he started to help them franchise.
Yeah.
And then he realized, I need to get more of a cut of this. So what he started doing was, before he would franchise them out, but then he would buy the land that the franchises were on. So he then became their landlords. And he essentially screwed them out of their own company, took over McDonald's for himself, and forced them out. And I went to a middle school named after the guy.
Wow. I never knew that about McDonald's.
America. It's a good movie. You should watch it. It's called The Founder.
Founder of McDonald's.
That's just called The Founder.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's a horrible person. Corporate America is full of horrible people.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's why we need to just have our own businesses or whatever. Work for ourselves.
Well, especially since AI is going to take everybody's job.
Yeah. AI is going to rule the world.
AI is writing people's school papers now.
AIs are selling nudes.
I
Did you
saw
see
that. I saw that.
I saw that. I was like, what?
I found our new business. I was like, some dude made an OnlyFans.
Off of an AI.
AI generated woman. And I'm just like,
I was like, that's not even a real woman.
so you can have a computer take off its clothes and make money now?
I was like, this is so sad.
AI's put. I was like, the two things that will never be put out of business by AIs are like writers, painters, and porn stars. They're put all three out of business.
Yeah.
They're writing now. They're doing porn now, and then they're doing artwork now.
Yeah.
There's nothing safe from AI. How desperate do you have to be to subscribe to an OnlyFans that's an AI?
It might be so realistic though
That you can't tell?
They can't tell. Yeah. Because a lot of AIs look very realistic now.
I think AI is very unethical.
Yeah.
Like, the artwork ones, you know, the paintings that people keep posting on that, that's stealing other people's artwork. The AI is not creating that from scratch. It's taking other people's work, sampling it, and then making it. So you're stealing from people to make that artwork.
Pretty much.
And the same with the writing stuff. They're just taking other people's writing styles and then formatting it, putting it into an algorithm, and then printing it out. And then deepfake porn. I don't have a problem with porn. Porn, whatever. People are, you know, they're doing that as a business. That's their business.
Yeah.
But to take someone's image and put it into... That's deeply unethical.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, that's shady as hell.
People are just, like, getting more and more... I don't know what the word is.
In Fort Worth, there's a McDonald's that's run completely by AI. There's no people working there.
Yeah, every time I went to a McDonald's the other day, and it's just like, you order by the iPad. You don't talk to anyone in the front desk. You just have an iPad, and that's how you order.
Ashley said that when her and Billy went to the Parks Mall, that's how it was.
Yeah, I was trying to, because they got my order wrong at the window, and I went inside to try and correct it, and nobody could help me, so I had to go back in the drive-thru. It's so insane.
It's going to put everybody out of jobs.
Like, less and less people are working now because of, computers.
But our government isn't doing anything to address the problem. Like, we need a universal basic income. Like, if you're going to have AIs taking everyone's jobs, you need to give people money to support. You know, like when we heard the stimulus checks, you basically just need to implement that indefinitely. Yeah. Because otherwise, there will be no jobs. Because if you owned a business, if you owned a giant corporation, and your main goal is to make money, well, what is more profitable? A one-time investment to get AI and then 3 people to run it? Or a continual investment on constantly new people who you have to constantly train? Which one is the better deal? You're going to go with the AI.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, a staff of like 50 is now a staff of like 3 or 4.
Yeah, but then AIs, they are technology, and technology is always not very reliable.
Well, that's the 3 and 4 people are engineers. So you're not even getting entry-level positions anymore. Those are college graduate people who understand coding and engineering. You are going to put this entire country out of work. Yeah. And that's not like far in the future. That's within like the next 10 years. Yeah. Not to, alarm anyone. But that is where we're headed. Like, they're writing term papers.
Dang. America's gonna get stupider.
America's already getting stupider. It's just... AI is... it was in the 80s, they were like, oh, AI is going to come and it's going to nuke us and kill us all. No, AI is not going to nuke us and kill us all. What AI is going to do is just replace us. It's just going to replace us. Although I did read this thing where this guy was saying that by 2035, we will all be immortal.
How so?
We will be able to upload our consciousnesses into computers.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Because basically...
I need to read that article or whatever.
Yeah, because they're like, if you just start inputting, you start recording your voice, you start... Elon Musk and some other people are doing things where they, like, implant stuff in your brain to register your thoughts so you can control electronics with your mind. And I'm like, stay away from that.
I don't know. I mean, electrical, I can see, like, because our body is made of electricity. So
our brain is all electronic currents. So they're saying that once we start integrating...
I can see how you can, like, progress life that way, but I don't know about how immortality...
Well, they're basically saying is that your body wouldn't be immortal. Your mind would be immortal. Your brain
I don't know if it'll be you.
That's the philosophical question. Yeah. What makes you you? Is it your thoughts or is it your essence? Your essence is going to die. What they're saying is...
the brain, if they keep your brain alive, then that's you, because it's your thoughts.
But there's a long-standing theory that...
Because you don't need your heart to... I mean, you need your brain. Your brain helps everything else function.
Your consciousness. But is your brain...
You don't really need a body, then.
Do you have a soul?
I think we do have a soul. Yeah.
How do you quantify that? So they can copy your brain. Mm-hmm. They can't copy your soul.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So they take all your memories and all your experiences and they put that in a machine. Is that you?
I guess we'll find out once they do this little experiment. Whatever it is.
it's interesting. Like, what makes you you? Because is it just your mind? And in that case, then if you get brain damage, are you no longer you? Do you change who you are because your brain was damaged?
Essentially, like if you have brain damage, you don't really remember. But then
so are you just your experiences?
No, because it's hard to tell because you're not unless you have brain damage, you can't really say.
Or even if you have brain damage, I don't think I think the only people who would be able to say is people who are around people with brain damage, because the person with brain damage isn't going to notice the difference.
Yeah.
It'd be the people around them that would notice it.
Yeah, the people around them could notice, like, oh, are they doing this differently? Because then they can know, like, if that person is, like, the same or not.
I guess it comes down to nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I've always been on the nurture side. Now, we are creatures of our experiences, but I think there's something more to it as well. I say that, but if they told me, here, implant your brain into this machine and you'll live forever, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to live forever? Unless you, I mean, as long as you can function normally...
You take my brain and you tell me that you'll put it in this computer that will run indefinitely in a simulated world. I think they did a Black Mirror episode of this. I'd be like, yeah. But Black Mirror put the premise, if you do this, you won't go to heaven. And I'm just like, well, why? If your soul's a real thing and your brain's a real thing, aren't you just hedging your bets? Because your soul would still go to heaven. I'm just also gonna have my mind over here. I would do it. I would sign up for it in a heartbeat.
I would too, but I'll be afraid, like, what if you're trapped somewhere and then you can't escape, and then, like...
I just thought of a movie I did. So, we live in a world where they can take your brain after you die and they could put it in a computer simulation and you could live forever. But someone who doesn't like you, a computer engineer, you work at a computer tech company, and a computer engineer that you fired years before finds your computer programming that your brain is now put into, takes you out of your paradise, and puts you into a simulator that has every horror movie ever made programmed into it. So every day you're in a different horror movie.
That would suck.
Constantly. Just torture you every day for the rest of eternity.
That made me think of American Horror Story. You ever watch that episode, The Coven?
Oh, The Coven, yeah.
They were like in hell, and like they're repeated every single day. It's like the same thing every day. And I'm like, oh my god, that would suck to live through that.
Have you seen Preacher?
Preacher? No.
You should watch Preacher. Preacher is it's based on a comic book. It's really good. So it's about this guy who he's a preacher, and he somehow gets God's voice.
Oh.
So he talks in a little deeper voice, and then people do whatever he tells them to. Like he told this guy, "Oh, go to hell," and then the guy went to hell.
Oh man.
And so it's like all the adventures that happen after that. So in this universe, hell, the little boy befriends Hitler and helps Hitler escape from hell. It's a weird show, but definitely worth watching. But what hell is every day you relive your worst memory.
Oh, that's kind of suck.
So it's just your worst memory every day. I think about it a lot. I'm like, I don't know what my day would be.
You don't?
No. I've had bad things happen, but it was never like one day. It was always like things that took a long time for me to be bothered by it.
I feel like now too, it's like your worst memory is something that you've kind of gotten over it, and it wouldn't bother you anymore. I feel like it wouldn't bother me because I overcame it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler's was that his girlfriend told him he wasn't a good artist.
Oh my god.
I was just like, I could see that being how your worst memory over and over again.
But then at the same time, it's like if I have to relive my worst memory, it wouldn't bother me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lucifer?
No.
You haven't seen Lucifer? Oh, that's such a good show. In that universe, heaven and hell is whatever you make it.
Okay.
So when you die, you create heaven or hell. So if whatever you imagine it to be is what it will be.
I imagine hell just being fire. Or dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to get into hell.
I feel like I hope it's really hard to get into hell.
Yeah, I feel like you have to really work at it to get into hell.
Yeah.
They always make it out like heaven's hard to get into and hell's really easy to get into. Have you seen The Good Place?
Is that a movie or a series?
It's a show.
No.
Oh my god, you don't watch any television.
I do watch shows, okay?
The Good Place is
I just don't watch.
You know who Kristen Bell is?
Yeah.
The Veronica Mars lady? So she dies and then she goes to The Good Place, which is run by Ted Danson. You know who Ted Danson is? From Cheers? From Decker?
I know Cheers, but...
Okay, Sam Malone. He runs The Good Place. So it's her in heaven, and it's her adventures in heaven. You gotta watch it. It's such a great show. Okay. But it's like all these different things have different versions of heaven and hell. It is interesting to see what like different versions are.
That would be cool.
I'll make a list of shows for you to watch.
Oh, man, there's already so many shows I gotta watch.
What are you watching?
We started watching Narcos.
Oh, Ray Vaughn talks about that a lot. Really? He loves it. He tells me I'll like it. Is it good?
Well, we just started watching it. It's okay. It's kind of like, you know, the drug cartel kind of stuff. Because I really liked Breaking Bad.
I need to finish Better Call Saul.
You haven't finished it?
I haven't watched I've seen the first episode of the last season. That's it.
I thought you finished it.
No, this whole year, this past year and a half, I've been very slow on TV.
I want to rewatch Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. But Better Call Saul is so good. The last episode was...
okay, I gotta watch it. I like Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad.
I think it's very close, yeah. I'm thinking, after I watch Better Call Saul, I'm like, oh, man, this is really good.
Vince Gilligan, the guy who created the shows, he says, looking back on it, he's like, Walter White is the most irredeemable character ever made for television.
Irredeemable?
Yeah, he's like, there's no redeeming qualities about it.
There's none.
He's like, Walter White could have stopped selling meth anytime he wanted.
He could have.
He chose to keep doing it.
Yeah. I think it's just the money.
I think it was the money. Because that's what he said. Okay, it wasn't money for his family. Because
he liked it.
It was the power.
Yeah. He was very powerful.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the guy that knocks.
Yeah. he got high off of that power. He's like, Walter White is so irredeemable.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about him.
That's my favorite show ever. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I could watch those shows for the rest of my life over and over. I'm sorry.
Buffy and Angel. It's Buffy and Angel.
No.
So much better. Yes.
Well, to be fair, I haven't watched Buffy or Angel.
Blasphemy.
I watched what's that other show that's kind of super
Vampire Diaries?
No.
Supernatural?
The one where they're it's different horror shows. Is that called Supernatural? Is that the show Supernatural?
Supernatural is about two brothers.
Yeah, that's what it is. I watched Supernatural. That's what it is, and that's what it's called. Yeah. I was like, what's that other show?
Well, then you were different horror stories. I was like, wait, Tales from the Crypt? Or
I remember the lady in the lake.
Oh, that's the first episode.
Yeah.
That's the very first episode.
I watched more episodes, but that's the one that stuck out to me, the lady in the lake.
Supernatural's a weird show. So there's 15 seasons. The first 5, if you stop 5 minutes before the ending of the season finale of season 5, one of the greatest shows ever made. The next 5 seasons suck.
Okay.
Then the last 5 seasons are alright. I really just recommend the first 5.
Okay. I liked it. I like the different horror stories. That's my jam.
Well, that's very much in the vein of Buffy, where it's an overarching story, but then episode of the weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Then
By the end of it, though, they're in a bunker. The whole point of the show was 2 brothers driving around the country. By the end of it, they're in a bunker.
Okay.
It's like, why are you in a bunker? Stop being in a bunker. Go do something. Go explore. There's a new show. I haven't finished the first season yet, called The Winchesters, about their parents.
Oh.
So far, I watched the first half. It's pretty good so far. Yeah, there's a lot of good TV out there, though.
Yeah. Before that, I watched Ozark, which is also kind of
Poncho used to talk about that a lot. Is that good?
Good. It's up there with Breaking Bad. Yeah. Ozark. It's kind of the same genre, selling meth.
If you want something in that vein.
I don't know what it is with me and those meth shows.
Best gritty drama ever. The Shield.
The Shield
has the greatest first episode, and it has a really good last episode, but the first episode is one of the greatest pilots of television. You have to watch The Shield.
Okay. The Shield.
It's so brilliant. 7 seasons.
Okay, it's not bad.
And then it kind of spins out into Sons of Anarchy, which is really good.
That's another one I have to watch.
And then I haven't finished. I'm a season behind on Mayans, but Mayans is really good too. That's a spin-off to the Sons of Anarchy.
Okay. Dang, there's so many shows.
I know there's so many. I'm watching Walmart had The Flash, the 1990s version for $10. Yeah, so I started watching that last night. It's pretty good. There's so much television.
I know.
Merlin's really good if you like supernatural shows. It's a British show.
Oh, I did hear about Merlin. I heard that was really good.
I know you hate the British though.
I don't hate the British. I love the Beatles. Are my favorite band ever.
The Beatles are in.
Oh, okay. I was like, if they were, I would definitely watch it.
No, but Merlin's good. Hercules and Xena were great.
I loved Xena. Xena was childhood.
You never watched Hercules?
I mean, I watched the cartoon. There was a cartoon.
Not the Disney cartoon. Xena spun out of Hercules.
Uh-oh.
So if you watch, I think season 1 of Hercules, Xena's a bad guy.
Oh, in Hercules?
In Hercules, she's a bad guy.
What?
She seduces his best friend and tries to use him to kill Hercules.
Wow.
And then Hercules redeems her, and then she gets her own show.
Wow. I never knew that.
And then there's young Hercules, where Hercules is a little kid.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Different actor played him in the
Ryan
movie.
Gosling? Okay,
Yeah, on the TV show. He wasn't in the movie, but he was in the TV show.
Ryan Gosling plays Hercules?
Yeah, in the TV show.
Wow.
Look how young he is.
Wow.
He was in everything back in the day. Where are my glasses again? Hold on. He's in another show.
He was in that movie. What was it called? The Gray Man? I don't even know what it... Do you remember? Did you watch that movie?
The Gray Man?
Is it called
What
The
is
Gray
it
Man?
about?
Or The Gray...
So Ryan Gosling just replaces people. So
Just replaces people.
he does. This is his thing. So there's a show called Dinotopia, and it was a movie. And the guy from Prison Break played one of the main stars. And then when it became a TV show, Ryan Gosling took his place.
Is that Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he looks so young. He looks like... Are you sure that's Ryan Gosling?
No, maybe it's not. No. You know what? That's the guy from Young Hercules. I'm sorry, they all look alike.
He looks like...
It does look like him. That's not him? No, I guess it's
No,
not.
that's not
It
him.
looks just like
That
him.
does. They have the same hairstyle.
They have the same face. Alright, I guess I'm wrong. I thought it looked just like him.
They do have the same hairstyle. There's a lot of celebrities that look alike.
Didn't it Ryan Gosling? Let me see your phone. Google The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones.
The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones.
And then cast.
Cast.
Well, no, if you went down, it would have.
Oh.
Cast. Alright, let me see. Season 2. I guess that's not him either. I can't tell. All these young white guys look exactly the same to me.
They do.
Because I could have sworn that was him. Let me see. No, I guess that's not him. I thought that was him. I was like, that looks just like him too.
Totally not him. The other guy, okay, but not him. I don't know.
I'm bad with faces. They all look the same to me.
Ryan Gosling, he's gonna be in the new Barbie movie, right?
I want to see that. I'm embarrassed to say how much I want to see that.
I can't wait. Oh my god, it looks good.
I love the whole I'll beat you off so hard.
I know! I was like, oh my god, what? What is this?
Oh dear Lord, no. I'll beat you both off so hard. I love it. The Shang-Chi guy from the Marvel movie, I love it. He's funny.
They're slarched.
It's embarrassing how much I want to watch that movie.
I can't wait, because I loved Barbie when I was younger.
I can't stand Barbie, but I want to watch that movie.
I wish I had my old Barbies.
Go buy some.
I have some collectible ones, but the old ones, I think I gave them away to like one of my nieces or my cousin's kids.
Oh no! Every time I go outside, the little kids are here. Do you have any action figures? No.
No. Say no. Always don't give any children your toys.
Meanwhile, my toy collection started when I was like 5, and this guy was going off to the army and goes, "Here, have all my action figures." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, because I thought I was never gonna like use Barbie again. Now that I got rid of them, I'm like, no, they were so cool.
You ever watch The Toys That Made Us?
Yeah, you told me about it. I couldn't I watched a couple. I guess
there's a Barbie episode.
Okay, I'll watch that one because I think there was some episodes I didn't get into.
Yeah, there's a Barbie episode.
I gotta watch that one then because I was waiting for Barbie. I think that's the one I was waiting for.
Yeah, it's definitely on there. I think it's the first and second season.
I didn't finish it, so okay.
You didn't like it?
There was like some episode where there was some toys I
You're like, I don't care about these toys.
Exactly, I was like, I don't care about these toys.
I think there's a Hello Kitty episode too.
Okay, I would watch that one. Okay. Hello Kitty and Barbie. Those are toys. Hello Kitty, I would still
You're like, Ninja Turtle toys? G.I. Joe?
That's your thing. Exactly. The first episode
G.I. Joe, right?
The first season or episode was like Ninja Turtle. I was like, alright.
G.I. Joe with E-Man.
Yeah, I was like, alright, these are
very much boy toys. And then I think every season has one girl toy. So it's like one season's Hello Kitty, one season's Barbie.
Then I'm gonna look for those seasons.
Oh god, that's fair, yeah. Because the show, that's the reason I loved it. I would get through those episodes, and then I'd be like, "Oh, these other episodes are great."
Yeah.
There's a Hot Wheel episode that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I'll
give it a chance.
All right. Do you have anything else?
No, I think so.
All right. I'm Jonathan.
Zelda.
Till next time, give us legends.
Give us what was mine?
I don't know. What did you have?
Mashed potatoes. I forgot what I said last time.
Give us mashed potatoes.
I said something very legendary last time, but I forgot.
Explain. Give us mashed potatoes.
Which is the first thing that came up in my head.
Mashed potatoes. Okay. Give us mashed potatoes.